Hey traders, Jonathan here, Control the Trade, and I wanted to make kind of an impromptu video just because there's been so much more buzz about GameStop and AMC lately than ever. At least that's what it seems like to me. And there's like this drinking the Kool-Aid kind of mentality about both of these companies. And so I figured I'd make a video based on technicals and throw a few of my opinions in there too. But you know, I'm just noticing people seeing other stocks kind of short squeeze, including like Wish and Clove and a few others, and I'll see like general comments from people saying, you know, those are all distraction. It's all about GameStop and AMC, and all these people seem to want to start holding these things again. After, I mean, it's like they didn't even learn the lesson the first time. It's very confusing to me. Let's go back here not too far, and you can see where we had this crazy run up to 483. I think it even got higher in the after hours, probably 500 something. The point is, anyone that was holding though just got whipped around and got crushed. And it's depending on your entry. If you were one of the smart people that was early on this and you bought around $12 or something like that, then this point of view doesn't really pertain to those people. I could see why they'd want to just hold it because they kind of have nothing to lose at that point. And you know, hopefully they took some profit. I mean, geez, if you imagine running all the way up here and not taking any profit, and then just running all the way back down, that would just be a nightmare to me, at least. I mean, what a great, they capitalized on this incredible opportunity, and then you blow it by holding down here. So the point is, you got to take that cash. I mean, look, we're making lower highs here still. We could not get through resistance here. Okay, that's not a coincidence that we couldn't get through resistance here. 348.50, never made it. We never made it there. And look at this huge reversal, ugly candle. Now we're trying to make a little comeback here today. It's possible that we're putting another like doji reversal in here, but the way it looks right now, you set up for a big red down day like this with a lot of volume behind it, which it had. Chances are it's going lower again. Well, what's the catalyst for this really at this point? It's not shorted the way that it was. You know, you have all these people speculating again that they think it's going to go to 1,000 or 10,000. I even heard AMC 100,000. Is that even a real thing that people actually believe? I hope they don't, because that's just, there's a 0% chance of that happening. There's a 0% chance of it going to 1,000. I'll say that. It would be hard pressed to go to 100. So let's look at AMC. You do have a really nice bullish candle here. So I mean, right now 100 would definitely be on the table, and for nothing more than just short covering, obviously. So bring this in the center a little more. You can see we had this really nice. We created this bull flag pattern. I made a video about this recently, saying we were going to fill this gap, and we actually, I believe we did. I think there's another gap though to fill way down, and we have the 20 period moving average here. We're looking at a daily chart. Stock price, you know, is typically going to end up going back down here. We still do have a gap here though that was made again. The close here was 32.04, and the open was 37.52. So you have a gap window here, probably in the low 30s. That, you know, AMC would probably be drawn to the low 30s once again, unless it could start closing daily above 51.50, which is the high of this candle. Then lower prices are a very high probability. You have this huge break up candle to work with. Really, the range, I've said this before, will be within this candle here right now until it breaks out or breaks down. So don't just blindly hold this because someone on Twitter or YouTube or Reddit or whatever is telling you just to hold this blindly. Take some profits. There's nothing wrong with pocketing cash. Don't feel the FOMO, because I'm sure there's plenty of people that have bought up here and they chased, and look what it got them. And they got cut in half. Again, if you were in early and you're riding this thing, great. Nothing wrong with pocketing your original investment, right? We're going to look back and realize just how silly this whole thing was. I'm telling you. It's hard to see that right now, but there's going to be documentaries about this, and it's going to be looked back in hindsight like it's just complete ridiculousness. I'm sorry if I'm hurting anyone's feelings out there, but this is absolutely crazy. I'm trying to take advantage of it by day trading, but even, you know, these companies, I really hope that they're doing something to make their companies better and taking advantage of these spikes in their stock. I think that the AMC CEO, I think I heard that he actually did sell a large position, which they can inject cash back into the business. I think that's fantastic. And I hope more companies will follow suit and do that, because these companies were basically bankrupt. They were going out of business. GameStop was done, Bed Bath & Beyond, AMC, I could go on. And it's kind of cool that these companies were saved in a way by a social media platform. That's pretty amazing if you think about it. There's nothing wrong with that end of it, but the out of control stuff that's happening, so, you know, that's happening with Wall Street bets, and also, of course, that's being exposed by Wall Street bets in the first place. The core root of this are the institutions that are manipulating these stocks and driving them down with naked shorts. And I don't agree with that either. I think that is despicable. And there needs to be some sort of rules and regulations. And I don't know what those are. I don't know what that looks like. But you shouldn't be able to bankrupt the company by shorting its shares, or at least aid in the bankruptcy of the company by shorting its shares. I'm sure it's a little more complicated than that, and I'm generalizing. But that's a lot of downward pressure on a company when you have all the, most of the actual shares that are out there are being shorted and bet against. You don't really have much breathing room at that point to actually function as a company. Those are my quick thoughts on GameStop and AMC. I hope that you're pocketing some cash and having a great day. If you found any value in this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. And remember, don't let the trade control you.